Hey, welcome guys back to the channel. It is Maver here today with the grand finale of Kaguya-sama Season 3. Yes, we have all been waiting for this. We're finally going to be ending this cultural festival arc, I guess you could say, as well as the conclusion of this season. We had a big bombshell dropped on this last episode. It seems that Miyuki is going to the States an year earlier. He skipped a grade and whatnot, and yeah, that definitely changes things up by a lot, right? And so this is really pushing me to more and more towards the feeling that, you know, something is going to change in the relationship between Kaguya and Miyuki in this episode. Well, I guess technically it's 2 episodes, because apparently Crunchyroll decided to split it into 2, so I'll just call it 12-1 and 12-2, because I think that's how it's aired in, it's aired in Japan in one singular episode. So, that being said, beyond that though, let's not forget Ishigami and his relationship with Tsubame. I presume we'll reach some kind of conclusion by the end of this episode as well, although what it is, hard to say, right? It's hard to say. I have my theories. I've already spoken at length in the last episode. Let's not get carried away here and just jump right into the episode. Alright guys, and let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, she has turned stone. Okay, if we are going to, if we're going to talk about this first, though, I honestly don't think he's going to do it. Oh, she's like... she's struggling to keep her composure. She fled the scene. She has fled. I think it's safe to say that Kaguya is heartbroken right now. Huh. And here I was thinking we were going to skip the opening. Alright. I'm really curious how exactly this is going to go, right? I think according to a lot of you guys, we've adapted up to chapters around 120, 110, 120 at this point. What is the manga at, right? The last time I checked, which was maybe a year ago, or I guess half a year ago, I think we were at chapter 170 or something of that sort. So it could very well be a situation where, Miyuki has not made his final decision yet, right? I mean, after all, you can, just because you got in doesn't necessarily mean you have to go, right? And watches the jump. Well, they're not gonna be that cruel. I was like, they aren't going to jump to Ishigami right now, right? Oh. I mean, just because he's, there's no... I mean, he already got in there. It doesn't necessarily... Okay, hi. I was trying to... It's super effective! Huh. The exact same thought as Miyuki had, right? I guess that's a pretty realist kind of. You need to confess, you guys. You need to confirm your relationship. So again, yeah, because the situation has changed, right? Hmm? She's like, finally, you've grown so fast. Alright, so here's the title drop, eh? Ultra romantic. This is definitely gonna turn into like a public confession, isn't it? You don't need to be a tsundere right now. You know, all things considered, though, I definitely still feel that in the end it's going to be Miyuki that confesses. At least I'm betting on that, anyways. What? Ha? Naze? Donna yo. That's kind of meta. Oh, Hashiga definitely has nothing to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is good, but no entertainment value, right? Okay, this is getting really heartfelt, but also very embarrassing in a lot of ways. Ah, this is a little bit too sweet. I I still feel like there's nothing wrong with asking him to delay by a year. Yeah. Miyuki's definitely preparing something himself as well. It's quite obvious here. Now, what it is, don't really know, but definitely some sort of confession plan. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Oh, we are changing now? Alright. Ishigami, please realize what you've done already. And why do you know so much about flowers? What is your response gonna be? Hmm. Ishigami, don't say anything stupid! Please, don't say anything stupid! Please don't say anything stupid, Ishigami. Is he gonna swim with it? Yeah. He's gonna wait until spring? Oh my god, please. Wow, nice backflip. Come on, Ishigami, you're smart. You can figure this out. You know, smart as in street smarts. So. Oh. Is he gonna realize now? Giving a heart? Okay, see? Of course he's going to figure it out sometime. He's hyperventilating. Oh, here she is. Is she going? Alright, back to the serious part, eh? I have to say, this is a pretty interesting tradition to actually have a student use archery to light the fire. That's pretty freaking awesome. Oh. So I saw a comment last episode in regards to the stolen balloons and whatnot. So it is it is Miyuki? Really? And here we go with Detective Conan music as well. Oh my god. uh, um. Blame the offer! Dull confessions, eh? Wait, we have to go through like an entire deduction process for this? Oh. And so, what would have happened if the mystery was not solved? Or maybe she's going off like an entirely different direction. Maybe Kaguya has some other interpretation? Oh, alright. Yeah. Oh? So where would it be? Maybe like some place that has special meaning to them? I'm not sure if like we've been shown it before or if this is gonna result in another flashback. Mm. So in the end, it's still on the roof. Are you gonna be spotted by something like this? Oh my god. Improvise! Improvise! Oh, it's gone. Well, I think that was obvious. Hmm. Yeah. Alright, so they can finally face each other in the bear. With their naked selves. Not that kind of naked selves, but a certain kind of naked self. Alright, I will see you guys right after this. Alright guys, so, as I mentioned before, Crunchyroll apparently decided to split this episode into two different parts, but of course, we know that this is one full episode, so I am going to be watching this back to back, and let's just get right into the second part. They had the opening as well, I skipped it, let's just get into it immediately in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, we're back in this place again? Has Ishigami recognized? I mean, he recognized what he did already. Wait, do you Are you gonna confess again? Right. Come on. Move it. Move it! We've long gone past that moment already. Right, thank you. Please remove that. And the hat. Ooh. Nice choice of words. Give me your heart. You gotta say it out loud, girl. Yeah. Oh, I think the little flashback scene we saw of her back in her first year is enough to dispel, like, all of what she's saying here. Oh. Is it really going to be like a pub? Hmm? Ooh. Nice. I do think, like, the fruitiness of this. Really? True. I mean, it's definitely romantic. Gotta give props to the prez. Throw her off. Damn. This is like true five-head behavior. Is this what he's actually saying right now? What? Ah, okay. So in the end... Wait, wait a second, why are you being... No. Hmm? Okay, so in the end he's trying to take Kaguya with him. I mean, that was certainly one of the potential scenarios as well. But even then, I wouldn't. I would still say, like, 1 year early is. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. There's still the entire problem with her family as well. I mean, this is certainly called doing things backwards, but alright. Are you thinking straight right now, Kaguya? Oh my god, these two. Your heart? It's definitely not gonna say confess to me. Right? It's gonna. Oh, hmm? Here, here. She needs to grow as well. What? Oh. Oh my god. Aww. You're such a guilty, guilty guy, Shigan. Oh, come on. Okay, there's still a lot more left, so I'm not. Alright, so what exactly is happening up on the. Hmm? Literally the same clock tower? Or is it? Oh, it's like she just sees it? And with the blue heart right in front? Man. So I guess, sorry, I'm just, sorry. It looks like we're gonna go for flashbacks right now, but I'm just, you know, in the end, what I said at the very beginning of the cultural festival arc still makes sense, right? Like they're gonna be leaps and bounds further in their relationship, but still not officially confirmed. Although, you know, we still have 5 more minutes. We can still, things can still happen. Yeah. Okay, so we did get into this. Hayasaka's totally jealous right now. Yeah, she's totally jealous right now. This reverse of roles. She put her tongue in? Oh, because she saw it before? Alright. A French kiss for her first. Alright. I wouldn't really say you lose based at that. Had you reverted back to like 5 years old? Do we really need to go through this entire, like, song and oh my god. Okay, so I guess this really is the ending. I really don't think we need to put this ending here once again. Just leave it at that! Okay, I think there might be a little bit more after this, so I'll fast forward and check out. And if there is something, I'll see you guys back there. And hey, there is a little bit more. Let's watch this together in 3, 2, 1, play. And they're gonna be like, nothing has changed, but the atmosphere has changed, or something like that, right? Oh, no. Aww. These two. But, it's, but, alright, I'll see you guys after this. Well, guys, this is what we were waiting for, right? They finally gone and made one big giant leap forward with their relationship. And now, the ending there, like, I feel like is kind of a tease because, obviously, I don't really think they've really confirmed anything with each other. I'm sure that, you know, in the upcoming episodes and chapters, they're probably gonna, like, have to deal with the actual aftermath of the cultural festival, right? And by the way, you know, news has been announced that there is going to be a new animation in regards to the Kaguya-sama series. Now, whether that's like season 4 or like a spin-off or like a movie, it hasn't been confirmed yet. But I think it's safe to say that most probably it's going to be season 4, right? I would expect it to be so, considering like how popular this series is. And come on, I mean, you can't just leave us hanging at that, right? Like, sure, that's sort of like a complete story in of itself, because hey, at the end of the day, nothing really changed. They went forward with the relationship, but they're still trying to one up each other and getting the other party to confess first. But beyond all that, right, we know that they are gonna have to continue the story, and up to, like, there's still a lot of things we haven't we haven't really confirmed yet. Even their relationship hasn't really been confirmed yet, for Pete's sake. So yeah, anyways, I guess before we get into the entire Kaguya and Miyuki thing, we should talk a little bit about Ishigami and Tsubame, as well as Miko, in a sense, right? So Ishigami, I'm glad that at least at the end there, you know, he was quick to the uptake and knows that, knows about the fact that he has confessed. I think they were being a little bit ambiguous there, because after the play, he was also like, I wanted to use that chance to confess once again. So I'm not quite completely sure about that, but I think it's safe to say, at least at this point, that you know, he is aware of what he has done, and you know, so now we have, like, we wait, right? We wait for us basically 1 season or for 3 months, something like that. I still hold on to my thinking that probably, unless Ishigami really does something to change his own, you know, his own attitude, his own, like, his self-confidence problems, his reputation at school and whatnot, I still don't really see this being a good fit overall. Just, you know, nothing against Ishigami, like, it's just, I mentioned it before in previous episodes, right? You know, there's just going to be, like, too big of a gap between them, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. Like, you know, love, you could always say that a relationship is just problems between two people, right? But in reality, it's not that simple. There's also, you know, you also have to withstand the pressure and the, you know, gossip and whatnot of onlookers, of your peers and whatnot, and especially in a school environment. I just don't think that them actually being a couple will be able to handle it. So, and mostly because of Ishigami's part. So that's why I'm still not really on board with this particular pairing. Like, you know, they are cute together. Like, don't get me wrong. I do like their interactions with each other, and you know, Tsubame is also quite a lot cuter than I originally thought. Right? You know, originally we were like, okay, I was like, she's kind of like that big sisterly ara type of character, but no, actually no. She has quite the cute side to her, as well, as we can clearly see in these past few episodes. So, you know, I have nothing against either of them, and you know, they're both good people. It's just that, you know, there's still a compatibility problem. Like, now, will Miko solve that problem? Honestly, I don't know, but at the very least, they are both ostracized and in their own way, and they are also trusted in their own way. So I would argue that there is a little bit more foundation to these two rather than Ishigami and Tsubame. But no, this is not really making a stance on a shipping war or anything. I'm just saying that based on what we've seen so far of Ishigami's personality, I do feel like there's a larger chance of him actually, getting into a relationship is one thing. Keeping the relationship is another thing. So, there's that. Although I do feel like it's kind of, it's kind of like, I don't really want to say disrespectful, but the fact that, at the end, they make this sort of like a deal of him giving a heart to Miko as well. Well, obviously he doesn't have that meaning, right? But still, like, the author really wanted to push like these two routes for Ishigami, right? He has to make a decision which route he's gonna choose, or maybe neither of them. Who knows, right? I don't really follow the manga. And by the way, the manga I quickly checked. So apparently we are at like 270 now. So yeah, a lot more chapters have been released since I last checked. And so we are essentially only like less than halfway through the story, like in terms of the anime versus the manga. So that's why, of course, we still got lots of stuff to cover, and lots of stuff to do as well. Alright, so putting that aside, right, Ishigami, okay, you guys did good, like, move aside, the star of the show, Miyuki and Kaguya, right? Now, first of all, full props to Miyuki, like, that was definitely a very good plan, and, compared to a lot of like other protagonists that are trying to be like smart or genius or they think of everything all according to plan, that kind of stuff, honestly I was quite impressed with how this particular plan turned out, the planning that went into it, the strings he had to pull, the people he needed to get on board and whatnot, and it was all explained. There's nothing more frustrating to me actually when when a character makes some sort of very elaborate plan and it's like he has like supernatural abilities or something and somehow pulls it all together, right? The fact that they went ahead and show like what Shogani, what Miyuki actually used, how he made it, how he did it, that generates a lot more respect in my book, to be honest. And so, full props for him for making this, and I think we can all agree that it was definitely ultra romantic. I don't think there's going to be anybody who is going to argue that point. Like, if this scene really happened in real life and like in high school or whatnot, oh boy, that it would definitely turn into like some sort of legend. I'm just thinking back to like what kind of outrageous stories I heard about back in both high school and in college, right? I don't think anything really came anywhere close as this. Well, actually, I kind of remember like in high school somebody did a confession under the guise of fireworks. That was actually a pretty big thing, and that caused quite a commotion as well, because obviously that was not like this, and in the sort of like well, like in this case, like Miyuki definitely has gathered permission from like the school president and whatnot, right? Whereas the thing I was talking about, that was definitely illegally let off fireworks and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, very very romantic, and I really can't complain too much about the scenes and whatnot, and the how they handled each other, and the end result, even though of course it is kind of like tongue-in-cheek and still being like, oh, they're still trying to one-up each other, they're still trying to force each other to confess, even though like at this point it's clear as day, right? And in fact they've pretty much already confirmed their feelings for each other. I mean, heck, it's at this point, right? And they're really doing this backwards, right? They're doing this completely backwards. Typically, you would confess first and then kiss, and then ask your boyfriend, girlfriend, your significant other to go to go somewhere with you. But no, they decided to like just go completely in the opposite direction. But oh well, I mean, they are a crazy couple, and that's what crazy couples do, right? the end result of this, ironically enough, did turn back into like what I originally mentioned, which is that they are going to have leaps and bounds progress in terms of progress for their relationship. Like really up to right next step would be actually in a relationship, right? Are they in a relationship right now? Technically, no, right? Technically, no, according to each of their definitions. So, yeah, so I would presume that the next season or the next animation or whatever we get next is going to be dealing with the aftermath of this culture festival, and probably, just that itself, we can stretch it out a few more episodes, them being shy and embarrassed towards each other. I definitely feel like the ending to this particular episode here, right, like the very end with them holding hands, that's probably not in the manga chapters, and that's really just for. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. It's possible, right? Like, maybe they are going to be doing everything that a couple does without ever actually confessing to each other. That's also a possibility, right? I wouldn't put it past them, considering all they've already done so far. But, it is what it is. Them both going to Stanford, though, like a year early, I'm still not sure how I feel about that entire situation. Would they really actually just put away, their relation? Because obviously this is a romance first and foremost, right? And we are talking about the relationship between Miyuki and Kaguya. But are they just going to like throw away their current relationships as well with the other people, with the student council, with the school? I don't know, man. I don't know. I still have my doubts about that entire thing, and not to mention, like I said before, there's definitely going to be a time when we need to get to the bottom of Kaguya's family situation, right? Then that in itself is like, I can already foresee like a huge long arc just surrounding that part, and maybe like multiple arcs as well. So, we still got stuff to do, lots and lots of stuff to do, and what else? What else do I want to talk about here? Like, Hayasaka's response to everything, like, she's so cute. She is so cute. And the fact that they actually French kissed. Played tons of hockey on their first kiss. Like, I mean, they are doing things backwards, right? Well, what can you say? What can you say? Hayasaka, get used to it. Yeah, so I really think there's nothing else to say about this. It's just a happy ending for everyone involved, or a near happy ending, and we still have more to come. So really, there's nothing to summarize here. It's just congratulations, I guess. So with that in mind, let's talk a little bit about season 3 overall, because I think I can say without a doubt that this is probably my favorite season out of all the 3 seasons. Season 1 is a close second. It is very close to me as well, but I just feel like not only this particular confession part. In fact, I would say the confession part wasn't even, if you compare it to some of the other, like some of the other stuff that's been done, right? Like the fireworks. Wants to see the fireworks, that arc. Compared to that, what is it, more emotional, less emotional? It's I feel like they are both kind of equal, even though this is like a sort of pseudo confession. I still feel like they are kind of equal, but I guess I am biased a little in a little way because of Hayasaka's presence in a lot of the other episodes. But I just feel like for this season, like, things happen, and so many things happen, so many gags happen and whatnot, and because of the influx of new characters and the development of the character relationships, it's feeling a lot more vibrant than just how it was when we were just focusing on Kaguya's and Miyuki's sort of like interactions with each other. Don't get me wrong, that's still like a focal point of this series, right? But you can't just base like an entire series just on that alone, especially because we already see, like, there's only so much you can do, right? Especially since they don't really meet with each other that much outside of schools and outside of like student council activities. So what can you do about it, right? So the fact that we have a lot of other characters coming in, interacting with each other, and developing along, playing along, and making jokes, making gags and whatnot, it's definitely, to me anyways, that the pacing of this particular season and the content of it was pushed it just a little bit over for me over season 1. Don't get me wrong, like, all 3 seasons are great, right? And there hasn't really been a time when I say, this is a bad season or whatnot. It's just that this season really set a high bar for everything. And that's not even taking into consideration like this final 2, or I guess this final episode here with the confession. So yeah. And I guess that's all I can say for now, right? What else to talk about? We do have a few more new new characters here, like Momo, and for instance. I guess we'll just have to wait until the next season and to continue on and whatnot. Yeah, I don't really think there's too much else to add. I mean, it's just great ending, great season, and you know, I'm sure everybody is waiting for more. So, anyways, thank you guys for coming along and watching along with me. So hopefully, you know, once we get news of the new release, the new animation, you know, sometime in the future, we will I will see you guys again. Feel free to check out my other videos as well. Although I am doing less and less of seasonal stuff nowadays. I just have a, you know, busy life, busy work, and whatnot. But still, you know, if you find anything you're interested in, you know, feel free to follow along, subscribe, and whatnot. And if not, well, hopefully I will at least see you guys again once the new animations drop. So, until then, thank you guys, and bye-bye.